Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the September 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as meeting the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Well, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. I do want to apologize. You can probably hear my voice. I don't feel very good today, but hopefully you can still hear me okay, even though my voice sounds kind of crummy. But in column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for September. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note as well. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the summary affirmation card, Virgo, of I am sealed. So I really like this card. It's really kind of a perfect balance. So we want to let in the good things, but we want to keep out the bad things. And that is sealed, wrapped up in a quick summary. Sealed is about having a bubble around you where we only take on the good, we keep everything else out. So I think you did a really great job of that the last few weeks. Let's take a look and see what other messages we've got here for you though. Actually, I just need to adjust this really quick. Okay. Make sure I can get everything in the frame there for you. Okay, so first up we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. So this is a nice rebalancing of energizing, revitalizing. There might have been something that was like continuously bringing you down here, Virgo, and again we've kind of adjusted to where it can't get to us anymore. Again, we're blocking out the bad, only letting in the good, so it's a really good shift to make sense why you would feel kind of more hopeful and have that renewal of energy. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances. It's something ending, something completing. So I like to see this. Again, I feel like we are closing and ending and cutting off things that aren't serving us and just letting in the good. So again, I feel like we've ended a cycle, ended a project, ended a relationship of something that wasn't serving us well. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card. This is very future focused. This is about taking the next step. So I like to see this. With the King of Wands, it's like this is a change that set you up for success in the future. So I really like this shift of being more sealed here for you, Virgo. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of reflection. So kind of looking back where we've been, what we've been through. We want to use the past where it's applicable to guide us forward. So in this case, again, that was we were able to start to block things out from the past that weren't treating us correctly, which in return kind of gave that renewal of energy, that hope. The next card that we have is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft. It is about putting in the hard work. It's reaping the benefits of the hard work. This is a card of enjoyment though, so I would expect there's a lot more enjoyment to come just the way that you've framed this up, what you've decided to move away from. So it's like because of this ending, I'm seeing more enjoyment coming in with the 8 of Pentacles there. At the bottom here, we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is a card of moving on, withdrawing, retreating. The grass is greener on the other side type energy. So again, we're moving on to something better. We've let go of and or blocked out something that wasn't so good for us, Virgo. So that's really nice to see. Now moving on to our next column, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for September. We have the card I am bonded. So there's going to be a relationship that's especially important this month for you, Virgo. A bond, a connection that's again very, very important, very, very meaningful as you navigate through the month of September. Let's take a look though at our cards here. First up, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, delay, waiting. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. So there's definitely looks like there's some waiting that's happening here. Perhaps, speaking of relationships, there's somebody else that can help you move whatever this is along a little bit quicker, but we'll confirm. It does seem like some waiting's coming. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a surprise gift. That's what this kind of fourth cup is floating here. So I do think you'll get some sort of surprise. Again, I feel like it's somebody stepping in and helping with this waiting. That's the gift you're receiving. But we'll confirm that message there. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be an indicator of a not very good relationship, but I feel like this is something popping up. And in this case, I feel like it's the wait that's popping up here. So unexpected delay. But let's take a look, see what other cards we've got going on. First up, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition because things unexpected happen. So this is about kind of rolling with the curve in the road as the curve in the road kind of pops up. So again, I feel like this wait, this delay is unexpected. I do feel like a relationship is going to help move things along. So one of these bonds that we're referring to will help move this along for you, which is great to see. But kind of the unexpected turn in the road seems to be a delay or some wait. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship. It's easy to get discouraged, stop doing our best work when we feel like things aren't going in our way. Again, this isn't like failure, but it is specifically delayed success. So potential for a little bit of wait, potential for a little bit of delay. But we need to make sure we continue to put our best foot forward. This is also a card of teamwork, collaboration. So again, I feel like there's somebody that's going to come in and help move this along for you. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it, but it seems that that's the case. And at the bottom here, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. Something again is popping up, but it's interesting. It's like this delay, I feel like, has actually provided you a better start point than what it was before. So had things not been delayed, you wouldn't be positioned as well, Virgo. So the world works in weird ways, but I feel like this new beginning or this thing that you've been waiting for is even better now that there's been a slight delay. Okay, moving on to our next column, which is just general money. So a quick money message to start with here. Write down your why for the money you are manifesting. Each deposit should have a purpose. What is the purpose of your latest transaction? So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money here, Virgo. First up, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups has a couple different meanings, one of which is a circle of support. So I feel like potentially you've been working with somebody on a project, working with somebody to get something done. I feel like there's been some collaboration here, some support from somebody else. Another meaning of the Three of Cups is celebration. So I feel like we are getting something completed. There's some celebration related to work or finance, so that's very exciting as well. So well supported and celebrating there. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of abundance. It's a card of creation. I feel like you're entering into a much more sound financial period of time here, Virgo, which is great to see. We're entering into much more abundance than we've had previously. We're going to clarify that, of course, but I just feel like this is a more abundant time for you than you've had. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is very much so a relationship card, partnership card. It's interesting. There's a lot of relationship energy coming through here for you, Virgo. We have the Bonded card. Then we have the Circle of Support up here. Now a relationship. So it's interesting to see again, but the relationships seem to be really playing in your favor this month. So that is wonderful. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be a card of rivalry, obstacles, challenges. So in terms of circle of support in this celebration, I feel like there could have been some bumps, some challenges getting this project or this work done. So it's great to see that there was some perseverance here. This is super odd too, but I feel like you could even like be going out with coworkers and like playing dodgeball or volleyball or something. The Five of Wands can be a card of sport. So I feel like you could be doing some like extracurricular activities with some coworkers there. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card came up for you already once. This is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's completing a goal, completing a lesson. It's a chapter closing. I love to see this because with the Empress, I was really feeling like we're like in a fresh start. There's new abundance coming in for you. So it makes sense that there's an ending. Not sure exactly what this shift is, and I'm sure it varies for each of you, Virgo, but it seems like we're closing a chapter of some sort and definitely entering into a more abundant period. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is, again, that long-term strategic planning, future-focused. This relationship is here to stay, and this relationship's really here to benefit you. So definitely go out and enjoy that after-hours sport. Put your best foot forward with this relationship, but I feel like this person is going to continue to help carry you forward. You have some really great relationships, some really great people you can rely on at this point, Virgo. Okay, taking a look at our next column now, we're going to talk about anything related to love. Quick love message here. It says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Only when you accept the situation will it automatically transform. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First up, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very heads down, nose to the grindstone, working. I feel like you have been working, Virgo, and maybe relationships haven't gotten enough attention. So we need to be cautious of that. The Knight of Pentacles, it means the hard work is paying off. But again, I feel like things feel a little out of balance potentially. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is going to kind of echo that message. This is a card of overdoing something. This is greed, envy, materialism, obsession. It's the act of overdoing something when we see the Devil card. In this case, I feel like we've been working too hard or doing too much of something where we haven't maybe given relationships as much time as they need. So we need to be cautious of this going into September so we can find this balance, making sure it's not all work and no time for love. At the bottom here, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey, and you know, that is life summed up in a nutshell, as we're always trying to figure out and do our best. So this relationship is still along for the journey, but I think we need to acknowledge that perhaps we haven't given it as much time as we need. So just let that be top of mind as you go into love scenarios for September. Looking at our clarifiers, first up here we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. I feel like you kind of have your blinders on. Like I said, you've been locked in, focused on work, and haven't been seeing much of anything else. So this is, I like when the Eight of Swords come up because it's kind of like a warning card. It's something that you can then correct. So we can acknowledge at this point that maybe we've been working, not realizing that maybe it could be impacting love scenarios or relationships here for us. The next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of weighing your options. It's prioritizing. It's making sure that you're giving the right attention to the right places. So again, this is about weighing these things, balancing them out, and prioritizing. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups. This is a great positive note to end on. The Nine of Cups has a literal meaning of wishes coming true here, Virgo. So of course we're on this path, we're on this adventure, we're on this journey with this relationship. I do think it's going to be really successful. So long-term things look good. The journey as a whole looks good. But I do encourage you to take a look at your time because I feel like it's not quite right. Relationships aren't getting enough time is the message I'm hearing. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card, I will protect. So there is something you're going to have to protect this month. Your time, your relationship, a belief. There's something that you're going to have to kind of guard, it sounds like, going into the month of September. But let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Ten of Swords. You can tell the Ten of Swords is kind of a low card. We have a dark sky here. We're laying down flat. All these swords are stuck in us. This is interesting. It's kind of hard to say, Virgo, because obviously this will be different. But kind of continuing on what we were just talking about, something is out of balance. I want to say that you need to protect your time. So not only are these relationships maybe not getting enough time, there's something else. But things are off balance, and that's kind of what the source of this low Ten of Swords energy is. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands has a lot of meanings. It's growth, expansion, money, commerce. But this is also about making a plan. I feel like you need to make a plan and stick with it here. Things keep getting overridden, if that makes sense. Like you have a plan and then something else comes up. So again, it's like we have to protect our time. We have to protect our plans. The Three of Wands can also be some travel plans. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Cups. Typically, the Queen of Cups is a healing card. If you look at this cup or this card, the cup on the card is more of a trophy than it is a cup. And it's interesting, this is about treating yourself as a trophy, protecting yourself, protecting the trophy. I don't know, we're going to clarify here, but I feel like this is still a matter of balancing time. Making sure we have the correct people, correct resources in the right place. Protecting your time and plans. So, looking at our first clarifier here, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of patience. I feel like you've been kind of waiting for things to naturally ease up, and they're not going to, so you have to interfere. Things aren't going to balance out without, I think, proactive action from you here, Virgo. The next card we have here is the Ten of Swords. Again, we had repeat Ten of Swords. We're just kind of in this low spot. But again, we have to protect these plans. We have to protect our time here. And at the bottom here, we have the Magician. The Magician is all about inspired action. So again, prioritizing and giving time to the things that are important. I don't think that this is going to self-correct. It's something you'll have to take action on fixing for yourself there, Virgo. So now we're going to take a look at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the King of Hearts. This is the number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Clubs. This is number 40 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 10 of Clubs. This is number 35 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no there for you, Virgo. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of September. You have Praise, which is good for composure, slowing down, profound inner peace, solutions, and trust in life. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, all healing is first a healing of the heart. Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you much, and I hope you have a wonderful September.